Hi everybody, it's the Soap Man. It's time to make the soap. Cut the soap I made yesterday. I'm really pleased with the way it turned out. The making video, if you watched it, unfortunately I could not record making it. I have a simple point and shoot digital camera that I cannot pause. As most of you know, this is not a business, this is a hobby. I just do it because I enjoy doing it. It's calming and soothing. I make soap that I need for myself and for my family, and I give the rest away as part of a community project. So I just can't afford to get really complex. This cutter here is probably the most sophisticated equipment I have. Here, take a look. This is my camera. There you go. You can see it. Oh, you can get a shot of my mug there, my bearded ugly mug. This is what I use to do it. Like a $60 camera from Walmart. I cannot pause. And it took over an hour to pour this soap last night. I saw this on Soap Queen. I've been wanting to do it for a long time. It's supposed to be like the alpine mount, the Swiss Alps and the rolling hills. Now, the only difference I followed the recipe exactly, except for the fact I did a water discount to make it thicker. And I did not pipe it. She piped it in to the mold to keep it thick. I just did not do that. That's one of the reasons it took so long. But I tell you, it has a lot of hard oils in it because you want a super, super, super thick pudding or pudding beyond trace. And that's what took so long, is to get that thick trace. I had some soap left over. I poured it into my muffin mold. These aren't pretty, but this is still the exact same batter. These are great. I'll use one of them myself and give the rest of them away with the others. I was really excited about this one and really antsy, and I knew that with all those hard oils it was going to set up quickly. I go to work at 7 o'clock. I had to leave the house at 5:30, and at 5:30 this morning I unmolded it and I cut one. And this is let's find the one that I cut the end piece. This is the end piece that I cut this morning, and it turned out great. I'm so happy with it. So right now, it's still been just under 24 hours. I cut this one at 12 hours because of all these hard oils and the high temperatures. Turned out great. So here we go. We're going to go ahead and finish cutting this. I debated cutting it with my cutter or with a knife, and I've messed this one piece up because I cut it with a knife, which I cannot do. For the life of me, cannot do. So this piece is going to get back even with my cutter. And it looks so good. You can even, I'm not sure if you can see it in the video or not, but see the distinct difference in the green here. This is the rolling hill, and like there is one color of green. Here's another with calendula leaves to look like the grass going down. Here's another area of the hillside coming down. Of course, that's the mountain. That's the Swiss Alps, the blue sky, and the clouds on top. I am so pleased with this so far. Wanted to do this for a long time and I didn't. Oh, I love this. Now, it's probably a good thing I'm cutting this. I maybe even should have cut it just a little bit earlier because it has all these hard oils in it to help it set up. I'm starting to shear a little bit at the bottom. See the bottom there? It's not going to matter. That'll kind of clean up. If I had waited any longer, probably would not have cut quite as well. This looks so nice. I just can't wait to try this and try to give this one away. Yeah, I've got a lot of shearing pieces at the bottom. I let it get just a little bit too hard. That goes to show you that your recipe is going to determine when your soap needs to be cut. This with a lot of hard oils, really and a water discount at that, should have been cut just a little bit sooner. This morning when I cut that one piece, that was perfect. It was just absolutely perfect. If I didn't have to go to work, I would have gone ahead and cut it then and videotaped it then. Gosh, this looks so nice. And it smells pretty good too. You know, you watched me before, you know I generally don't scent my soap. I've done it more here recently. But when I'm trying something new, I don't like to because I don't want to risk just the problems that you can have with scent oils. But the last order I got a free sample of blueberry jam from Brambleberry. It was a ½ ounce sample, which is obviously not enough for this big batch, but it was enough for one color. So I put the blueberry jam just into the blue sky. I'm told that it performs very well. It does not accelerate trace, which in this case would have been a good case, but it doesn't accelerate trace, which is true. So even with all of this unscented soap, all the green, the gray mountain, the white, the blue is scented with that, and even just standing here I can smell it. So the Brambleberry blueberry jam does perform very well in cold processed soap, and even though just this little bit of blue sky has it, I can smell it without even holding it to my nose. However, as I had mentioned in the description in the video, this is a great recipe to use if you have a scent oil that you know accelerates trace, because you want a very super thick trace to make these shapes take hold and stay in place. So if you have a scent oil that accelerates, this is a great soap to make. And you can use that acceleration to your benefit. I am so pleased with this. But once again, with these high temperatures and those hard oils, I should have cut it sooner. If I had it to, no, actually I should say, when I do it again, I'm going to get a scent oil that I know accelerates. The one that they use, this is one of their honeysuckle scents that they advertise does accelerate. And that probably helped her make this. And I will do that again, but I will also cut it sooner. I will take it out of the mold probably within 12 to 15 hours and cut it, because I took it out in 12 hours and cut that first piece off the end because I was curious and just couldn't wait, and that was the prime time to cut it. I missed my prime time to cut it because I'm getting a lot of shearing on the sides and on the bottom. This looks so nice. And the people who get this are just going to love it. I've done this for several years now, and the people who come on a regular basis know it, and they love it. This is part of a community church project. And not everybody can afford a luxury bar of soap. And I have too much, so I enjoy making it, so I'm happy to give it away. And those who use it, especially the ones who come on a regular basis, just love it and look forward to it. So they're really going to like this one. Looks so nice. And even though just the blue sky is scented, it smells good. It really does. So there you have it, everybody. Look, here's even the end piece. That was the very, very end piece. And even it got a lot of detail in it. Of course, there's the inside. So there we have it, everybody. From from soapqueen.com. If you'll log on to the soapqueen.com, click on cold process soap, come down to page 3. This is called the Alpine Adventure, and it's on there. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next weekend. Goodbye.